All right. Welcome in, everybody. What's up? We're doing some packing. We're going to try to get through this pretty quickly today because I have a lot of work to do. Got a lot of taking pictures and listing. What's up, Trisha? Trisha and I already talked this morning. What's up, girl? What's up? Yeah, so you see me wearing a different hat. Bought this off of Whatnot from the K-Way shop. He's selling Colt stuff now, so pretty excited about that. And yeah, we're shipping out. Let's see, I didn't even count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Poshmark, 3 Depop, some eBay, and Mercari. No Mercari, but I'll talk about Mercari. Let me get that 1,000. I know. Why is the hat red? Because it's the Pro Bowl. It was the Pro Bowl. I think the Colt. I don't know. Pro Bowl were all red numbers or colors. Juliet, good morning. Everyone's doing well over here. It's me and Willow today. But Linda, I hope you're doing well. Sandy, Jocelyn. Also, let me know some brands that are new to you guys as you're coming in, or if you're watching this later. Let me know some brands so everyone else can feed off that too, so we can share brands. What's up, Amy D? Gladys, what's up? Good morning, Michelle. I'm going to have a couple brands in here I almost guarantee you've never found before. At least one brand. And then there are also going to be some surprises as far as items that you probably might pass up on that are actually worth good morning, good money. Good morning, Jessica. Sorry, I read that as I was talking. Good morning from Tampa Bay. Oh man, what's the temperature in Tampa Bay? I heard it was kind of cold down there. Roosevelt's. Yes, Roosevelt's is good. Spelled RSVLTS. If you find it, it's like a silhouette, not a silhouette, that's a side picture, but like a drawing of Roosevelt with some glasses. Trisha, of course, that's her brand. She's actually a part of that like community. Mott and Bow, for sure. Benjamin, Mott and Bow is a good one. I find jeans and chinos, Mott and Bow. Definitely a good one. Thanks, Gladys. And they actually sell it in women's. They sell it in women's. Let's get to eBay first. Let's get these orders down. Let's show you what's selling, how much they're selling for. That's what we do in here. But listen, after a cruise, you eat a lot of weight, or you eat a lot of food, you gain a lot of weight. You come back and you're like, oh my gosh. So the reason I say that, I swiped away my McDonald's, which I picked up this morning, but I like to get an egg McMuffin from there. So it's healthier. And also if you get the app, once a day you get like a free deal. Every day they're $1.50 for an egg McMuffin. Egg, you can get no cheese, which helps it a little bit. The McMuffin's not too bad for you, and then some ham. So not too bad. I know it's off subject, but I was swiping away my McDonald's app. Good morning, Audra. Sold my Arc'teryx base layer yesterday. Wish I found more. I know. Arc'teryx, when we find those brands that are so good, it's like, oh, I wish I found more, but that's the thing. They're hard. Supply and demand. Speaking of find more, Jinko and Kuji, you just cannot find those anymore. You used to find them all the time. Not all the time, but often-ish. It's 26 degrees here in Lake Stevens, Washington. Ooh, here it is. Here in Indiana, if you want to know Indianapolis, the temperature is 28 degrees here. So you are colder there. 48 degrees right now. I need snowbird. Yeah, you need a snowbird of the Caribbean. Exactly. I tell you what, it was cold in Orlando when we went, kind of chilly, but once we got in the Caribbean, it was much better. Brock, what's up? What's up, Brock? My old student from no Orange Cherry. I'm going to LA Fitness today. My old student from Pike. What's up, Tracy? Tumi is popular here in Las Vegas. Yeah, Tumi makes more than just luggage. They make jackets and stuff like that, but Tumi is a luggage brand. So they carry on luggage, backpacks, purses, wallets, stuff like that. A lot of carry on, a lot of bougie, like business class people have that stuff. 37 in Evansville. A little warmer down there. You're only 2-3 hours away from here. 35 in Metro Detroit. Why are we colder in Indy? You're north of us. All right, let's get to some sales. Sale number 1 is, go ahead, take your shot, Trisha. Auto posture sale sold for $24.29. So as you guys know, I use auto posture as my cross lister and my automation tool. So it sends out offers to people who click on my item, like my item, whatever. Someone took the offer, the auto posture sent out. The reason I know it's auto posture is because I don't have anything listed at 24.29. But this is a rock revival. I almost wasn't going to get this because some of these rock revivals don't sell well. And they priced this one up to $10, but I still bought it. Sold for $24.29. Buyer pays shipping on everything. If you're new here, always have new people. Shot. Good morning, Alexis. All right. So rock revival. This is actually a thicker sweatshirt. We're going to send this off in one of those eBay bags that eBay sent me. Thank you, eBay, if you're ever watching this. When is the next sourcing live? Always fun to watch. I know. I'll do one this week. Probably Thursday. Today is going to be a home day. Thursday. I love going sourcing live. I really, really do. I used to do it every day, and then I figured out, like, wow, I'm sourcing a lot. I'm not listing a lot. I'm spending a lot of money. So I stopped sourcing live. I used to do it every day, like 2 or 3 times a day. Trisha remembered. She's an OG. But there we go. I love doing it too. Also, I'm not selling that jacket. I never looked that jacket up. Last night, I happened to look that jacket up on eBay, and my jaw dropped. Never looked it up. Swear to God. 18 here, but feels like 1 in North Dakota. Oh, yeah. Oh, feels like 1 degree. Then that's coming this way-ish. I heard it's supposed to warm up and then cool down again. Levi's, 25.19. That one's a promoted listing, actually. Promoted listing, I promote at 5%. Levi jeans, these sold, and I paid $7.99. Again, anytime I find Levi's new with tags, if they're men's, I don't care what they are, unless they're the Denzines or the Levi signature, I'm picking them up. Headed to Indy next November for Bands of America from Dallas. Get to compete again in your Avon. Oh, Momo. So, yeah. So, like high school bands, is that what you're talking about? Because I know they have a huge, our convention center in Indy is really big, and they call it Indy like the Roads of America. So they have a lot of convention stuff here, like National Firefighters and all sorts of stuff. Even the NFL combines here, stuff like that. Do you pass up on $6 Lulu leggings? Good question, Miguel, because I have a couple pieces of Lulu we're going to talk about. I would say I do not pass up on Lulu leggings if they're 7/8 or full length and they're a newer-ish model, like not the older cottony feel with the pilly. I do not buy them for $6. If they're capris, I do not buy them for $6. All other pants, Lululemon leggings, I do pick those up. Is the red stitching worth a lot? On Levi's jeans, if it has the red stitching on the bottom hem, if you flip the cup up on the bottom hem, it has red stitching. Yeah, that selvage stitching, that definitely ups the value. Snap! I didn't even see you in here. Denise, what's up? Snap, what's up? Homie. Yeah, it's going out. I do all my jeans padded flat rate. By the way, is that Fred Durst? I did it all for the nookie. No. How's the Indiana thrift stores treating you? Indiana thrift stores are doing well. So yesterday I went, I would say like a little more than a half day thrifting for me. And I filled carts up at almost every store I went to, which usually doesn't happen. It's usually like maybe one cart full at one store and then a few items at each store. Yesterday was just loading it up. I got tons of, Smartwool. Thanks for all the J's. Smartwool, tons of good stuff. I posted a picture. I'll post another one today. But yeah, it was great. It was 40 this morning in Southwest Florida. Bring your hoodie. I know. I'm going to come down. I talked to Ethan and I want to come down the end of January. Might go to Miami, red, white, and blues and stuff like that. Sounds like Napoleon Fred Durst. It's all for the freaking nookie. I know. All right, next one. I got this with Bearded on the way back from Dayton, Ohio. Came back. We hit a Goodwill in Indiana. like in the middle of Indiana where it's kind of rural. And they had this LL Bean wool jacket. So obviously, again, I'm going to talk like there's always new people in here. I know my OGs are in here, but LL Bean is good, especially if you can get heavy duty stuff. Wool. This I sold for $69 on the dot. I took a best offer of 69 bucks. And this is going out in this 10-inch, 10 by 10, Amy, it's for you. Good morning, Terry. What is up? Is New Attack Puma stuff getting pulled from eBay? Andrew, yesterday I pulled every single Puma thing I have, which is kind of sad because I actually had a lot more than what I thought. So on eBay yesterday, I pulled every Puma item I have. I'm going to update my auto posture and see if it's still over on Depop, Mercari. And then I heard actually in Poshmark, I heard they're actually attacking over there too. But I'm not messing with it. Puma's not that big of a seller for me, so I'm not even going to, I don't care that much. Other than I have all this Puma stuff. So my options with this Puma stuff, I can donate it and write it off as a loss, each item, how much I paid, which is about $5 per item. That's an option. Or I can lot it all up or sell it at a garage sale or something like that. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet with the Puma, but it's not worth getting Vero'd again on eBay. Not worth it for me. I'm not going to change the title and relist it. Nothing. It's not worth it to me. Especially that reselling is my full-time job now. I cannot risk it. When it was my part-time job, I wasn't as concerned when it was my side hustle. But now that it's my full-time, I can't risk it. Will you sign the petition to read all violent prisoners in America every day for 1 month? Oh my gosh. That is not what I want to read. Loaded up when I was back at Danville, Illinois. There you go, Nathan. Yeah, our goodwill hit yesterday. All right, let me get over here to y'all. Word on the digital street is red, white, and blue plants everything for some guy named Wayne. I avoid those. Yeah, for sure, Nick. They do. I don't know if you guys knew this, but K-Way Shop, he does videos for red, white, and blue. They plant stuff for him, and that's why he gets all the good stuff all the time. I've been to Florida at red, white, and blue. I didn't get that much good stuff. He would always say, I got to go in before everybody else. Just trust me on this. Trust me on that. Okay. And he did, and he always got the good stuff. Good morning. Have you tried Mercari on Instagram, Facebook? Okay, so let's talk about it. Pamela, hello. Good morning. Good morning from Kentucky. Yeah, Mercari, let's talk about it. What's up with Puma? They are Veroing. They're on attack. They're on attack, Veroing everybody on eBay. Everyone that has anything Puma, they're just going crazy, and you don't want Vero'd. So I would recommend delisting your Puma. That's what I'd recommend. Unless you want your eBay put on timeout. You don't want that. I think the company Puma hired is having a massive AI error. I think it may get fixed eventually. Yeah, it might get fixed. Even Puma reselling, I think that's a bad move if they're doing that on the part of the company, because you want people to want your brand, right? Even if it's used. Puma is not a Lululemon brand or a Viore brand. That stuff doesn't go on sale too often, and they want to keep the integrity of the brand high. Puma has outlets, stores. I know Lululemon does too, but they're everywhere. Puma outlets. Puma sells at like all sorts of crappy stores. Yeah, I don't know what their deal is. Could you sell on Facebook Marketplace? Yeah, I could. That's a good point. I could sell on Facebook Marketplace. Maybe I'll wait till Auto Posture, see what she comes out with. Hopefully it's Facebook Marketplace. Would be cool, or even whatnot. I don't know which one she's coming out with. Take Puma to Plato's Closet or another sell trade. Yeah, take your Puma there now before everyone else does. Only had 4 Pumas and pulled them. I would too. That's smart. Smart thing to do. Nicer Puma you could put in your whatnot show. Sure, Audrey, you're right. I totally could do that. Also, I did buy a vintage Puma, really cool Colt polo yesterday with a really cool sleeve. I posted, I think, on my stories. It's really awesome. So that's vintage Puma. I don't even know. I might just put like vintage NFL something and not even put Puma in the listing. Watching from the Philippines. What's up? Good morning. Did you have any Puma? I had one. Just put it on the donate pile. Exactly. All right. So really, really quick. before I get some more questions, because I see I have a lot. Number one, if you didn't see my post last night on Facebook, I'm out of Mercari jail. Finally got out of there because someone, Target, if you're watching this, a lot of people helped me, but they told me exactly what to do, which is what I do. I claimed that my Mercari store had been fraudulent. Someone stole my store, something like that. And so I got to finally talk to someone, and I escalated it to a supervisor, to a supervisor, to a supervisor. They said within 24 hours to 48 hours, we will look at your account and decide whether or not we'll suspend it and release your money, or reactivate it and release your money. So either way, I'd get my money. They reactivated it. They said because of my W-9, which I filled out a long time ago, has gone through. My identity is secured. I'm free to sell on Mercari. I put my Mercari on vacation mode. So the question now is, do I want to sell on Mercari? Is it worth it? My thought is, right now I'm leaning towards yes, especially being Q4. I'm leaning towards it. And just anytime I sell stuff, I want to make sure I take, like, if I have $200 in there, I want to take it out. $1,000 is a lot, but $200, not as much. I'm not too much as worried about the $200. It's not like I sell a lot. So I think I'm going to reopen my Mercari stuff, cross-list it back over with Auto Posture, and call that a day. Yes, it's high school marching band at Lucas Oil. Our high school compete nationally every 4 years there. Let's go, Momo. So the city I live in, they have a good marching band, Carmel. I don't know how they do. You probably do. LL Bean button-down shirts are one of my top sellers. LL Bean button-down shirts, are they, Trisha? You always come up with these. Ellen Flusser's being one of yours. I feel like I need to do that. I had a rule, don't relist if Puma is in the name. Yep, for sure. Not doing it. What's up, G Hippie? I don't know what happened with Puma. They're just Veroing it on eBay. Puma's like, we're going after everyone on eBay. They can do that. It's a Vero, just like verify. I don't know what it stands for, but it's a copyright of the infringement of someone's property. So Puma is like, it's our intellectual property. You cannot resell it. You can look up what Vero is. Benjamin for used too. Okay, AI software called Red Points was hired, thanks, Andrew, to take down anything Puma. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's crazy, Danny, how you figured that out. Yeah, I don't buy it anyway. It's not that great of a brand. The problem is, though, I do have a couple, like Nua tags. I think I have a couple Nua tags Puma shirts. That's gonna sting a little bit, but that's okay. I can run those like a whatnot. I might do a whatnot. Verified rights owner. There you go. I'm on the Red Point site now. Should I send them a message about eBay Veros? If you want to, that's on you. Also, take off that god-awful hat. No, I bought this from Whatnot from K-Way's shop. He sells Colts stuff. He's a Colts fan now. He's selling their merch. So I'm all about it. Hopefully he doesn't get Veroed so I can still get this stuff for a good price. All right, next, let's put this in this box. So we're going to put this in a box. Amy D, put it in a box. Sell it on Mercari. What, the Puma? I'm not a shoe guy, but those are Nikes behind you. Yeah, they're red, white, and blue. My wife is like, why do you have those still? I don't know. I don't. To be honest, I don't know. So I have two pair of these shoes. They just are cool. Like, they just look cool in the background. It'd be cool to have a better background than this messy thing, but this is just what works for me. I'm just keeping it real. But yeah, these are just a couple Nike shoes that I thought are cool. I don't have them listed. I don't know. I'll list them when I'm like, I need stuff to list, which is probably never. Never. Especially days like yesterday, I'm like, all right, we go out, film a little content so people know, like, this is what I sell. These are things you can do. Reselling is a good side hustle. You know the norm. And I ended up thrifting so much good stuff. So I was happy about that. And I love it when there's not like how you roll in and there's stuff on the actual racks. You're like, wow. Like, how did someone not find that? And Ibex, an icebreaker and a smart wool all right next to each other on a rack yesterday. Pretty crazy, man. Also going to put these stickers on. If you're new, I don't normally do this. eBay just sent me some stuff for free because I went to one of their events virtually. So putting that on there. Makes people happy. Carmel is amazing. They're ranked 4th in the U.S. We were 10th. Dang. 4th and 10th are both like the same. Like those are great. That's crazy. 4th and 10th. Carmel just built a whole new indoor facility. Looks like a football stadium for their marching band. It's crazy. And what do they call it? Color guard too? Maybe something like that. I sold 3 pair of Puma Speed Cat shoes, but never picked up any other Puma. Have none listed, thankfully. Yeah, Catherine, I would probably, if you have them, list them over on the other platforms for now, because if they get taken off, so what? eBay is a real stickler. Like, you get a couple Veros, they'll suspend your account. You have a couple, like, cancel your sales without the buyer approving it or whatever. Like, I can't find my item at the cancel sale. You do that, you're below standard. You're not top rated anymore. You're either above standard or below standard real quick. When Autoposture delist and relist, does it push the winter items to the top, or their permits to select which items to push? So Daniel, what Autoposture does, so on eBay, everything 30 days, 31 days or over gets renewed. You have that option. When you list an item on eBay, you can say, do you want it to renew every 31 days, like a cycle? Yes. So what Autoposture does, it comes in a day or two early, takes it off, changes it up, puts it back on. It doesn't look changed, but eBay thinks it's a brand new item, so eBay thinks it's new. I was just talking to Dylan the other day about that, because we've always talked about, like, what's more important, listing things every day and having 100 items ready to go, list 10 every day, even though you have 100, or just list 100 of those right away. If you have Autoposture, I think you list all of them right away, because Autoposture is always delisting, relisting, so eBay thinks your store is always active, and Autoposture is always sending out offers all the time. Thanks, Cookie, for the Colts hat. And again, like always, Autoposture has probably been the best thing for my business in 2024. Definitely the best thing in 2024. Best thing for my business, 2 things: Autoposture and a thermal printer. So if you're new, those are 2 things I'd recommend: a thermal printer and Autoposture. I don't have a link to this thermal printer because it's so old and it's still kicking. It's like 6, 7, 8 years old. It's actually the same one K-Way has, which is crazy. But I do have a link in my link tree for one. And then also Autoposture, you can get a free trial, 7 days off at surfsupfinds.com, or my link tree. It's definitely worth it. How much is Autoposture? It is different packages. So it just depends what you want. If you go to surfsupfinds.com or my link tree and click the 15% off in the free trial, you can go straight to the pricing and decide what's best for you. Telling you, it's worth it. Give it a try. It's worth it by far. I'm glad I only have a few hundred, lost a few hundred. Glad you only lost a few hundred. Dan, lost a few hundred to what? I didn't realize how important relist delist is on Poshmark. My sales have skyrocketed on old inventory because of that feature. Okay, see, I didn't know either. So it's good. Again, Autoposture doing Poshmark delist, relist. I have no idea because I just started selling on Poshmark when I started Autoposture. So good to know, Nick. Nick's always coming in here with the info. Rocker chick. You guys are such a great community. She messaged me this morning. She's like, I found someone that is like, I think it's your voice in a video. And it was one of my videos that someone took and put on TikTok and whatever. I told her, I think what is happening is there's such a push right now for TikTok shop, and everyone wants to do TikTok shop and make a ton of money doing TikTok shop, that they're just taking people's content to try to get as many followers as they can. Do you not do any hauls anymore? No, I will. I'll do a haul. I'll do a haul this week. I'll do a haul Friday. Friday for sure. I'll do a haul. 100%. I have a half a car full. I'll go thrifting again this week, and then Friday I do a haul, and I'll probably do it. I don't know if I'll do it live or filmed, but it'll definitely be on YouTube and Facebook. Auto Posture needs the biggest Christmas bonus ever. Auto Posture needs, yeah, for sure. Or is. Are you saying is? Would you still buy used FootJoy all over print polo shirts for $4.99? Yes. So FootJoys that are striped like this, I stay away from. All over print that are newer, for sure. For $4.99, for sure. Yes, with Poshmark, it pushes the new listings to the new section, which is more visible. Audra is like a Poshmark queen. She knows. So, yep. All right. Next item. We're doing retail arbitrage. And it's, oh, no, these are Goodwill. Huh. I thought these were retail arbitrage. $1.99 for some pants. $1.99 for some polo new with tags all over print pants. 2XL. These sold for $24.49 on eBay. $24.49 on eBay. How about that? It's a little bonus right there, Rocker Chick. Would you? Okay, got that one. Put it in one of these poly mailers. If you find any Tommy Bahama Disney collab shirts, grab them. Good money for sure. Okay. So when I was on the cruise, guys, Tommy Bahama Disney collab shirts are $158. Excuse me. $158 for Tommy Bahama collab with Disney shirt. So yes, almost any Disney shirt that's collabed with a major brand, Tommy Bahama, Tory Richard, Nike, Johnny O, Peter Millar, will increase the value of those shirts a lot. And people donate them. It's a cycle. People donate them because they trust me. When I was on that Disney cruise, there was so much money. I was looking at, people probably thought it was weird. Looking at their Viore pants or the Viore shirts or their On Clouds or their Aviator Nation sweatshirts. Like everyone had the nicest stuff on the cruise. So people had money and they were just buying that stuff. You know, they're going to wear it that week, come back and donate it. Do FootJoy shoes sell? I didn't pick up because I couldn't comp it. My phone was dead. Usually, I think FootJoy, the old FootJoy shoes, golf shoes that are like leather, patent leather, and they're old, really, really old. The first ones, those sell well. And then the newest styles that are more expensive sell well. Other than that, I really don't buy much FootJoy. What is your bread and butter jean brand? BKE. BKE. By the way, guys, I was in a Whatnot last night for an hour and a half, probably. An hour and a half. I was in a Whatnot. I don't know how to get rid of this person over here. Roxy. I don't know how to get rid of it. But yeah, some person just boom. Ooh, I can block them. Okay, cool. Okay, what was I talking about? Oh, I was in a Whatnot yesterday, buying up good stuff. Guys, you can source from Whatnot. I'm not lying. I got BKE jeans for $3. The ones I'd pay $8 here for. I got so much good stuff. I might do a little haul with my Whatnot stuff, like really good stuff. Sold a Polo Ralph Lauren Cafe Racer leather jacket for $325. Bought it for $24. Oh, I think I've seen those Cafe Racer leather jackets. I think I've seen those. Sold a Polo Ralph Lauren. Do you still sell to Amazon? I've never done Amazon selling. I've thought about it. I've created an Amazon selling account, but I've never done it. Really? Shoot, I forgot to go get this jacket. It's a Polo Ralph Lauren Harrington jacket. It sold for $44.99. I forgot to get it upstairs. Yeah, once I got Auto Posture, I just decided not to do Amazon just because I added 3 more platforms and it just made more stuff. I source from Whatnot a lot. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. There are some that you can source for the personal, some to source to resell. And the thing is, when people get things for 50 cents or $1 and they sell it for 5 or 4, that's their business model. That's what they want to do. They're happy about that. Here's a pair of 511 tactical pants. These are really good. I love getting 511. Especially if you can get them new. Yesterday I got 2 new pairs of 511 tactical shorts. I don't know why I find them new so often. but $22.49 on these too. You just started on Jessica on Amazon? Is that what you just started on? It's kind of slow. I got sick last month and exclusively sourced from Whatnot during that time. Wild deals. I'm telling you, if someone lives in the rural area, thanks for the heart, Chris. Someone lives in a rural area, you can totally get on Whatnot and just source straight from Whatnot. Amazon crazy fees. Don't do it. Cookie, I'm not going to. I don't have plans. Plus, it's a whole nother. It's just not my deck of cards right now. And again, for me, I've toyed around with hiring somebody. I don't want to. Like, there's something, we all look for something out of reselling. Is it a side hustle that's going to make your car payment every month? Is it a side hustle that you want it to make your mortgage? Do you want to try to turn it into a full-time career? Do you want to make it into an empire and have, 18 people working for you? Maybe I'll have like one person take pictures at some point, but I like working, but I like just having the freedom. I don't need to list 150 items a day. I like having the freedom to do what I want, when I want, and just live a good, fine life. So going with that, I don't want to add another thing on because I just don't have time for it. Bolo, Faraday clothing, new with tags sells for big bucks. Yeah, Faraday new with tags or used. I stopped sourcing pre-owned clothes on Whatnot though because disco clothes falls many a times. I get that. I totally get that. My local Greedwill selling artificial Christmas trees for $6.99. They lost their minds. Hell yeah, they lost their minds. That's crazy. What are they doing? Yeah, Goodwills, man. Some of them are like, good for you. Like, you get it. And other ones are just, what are you thinking? Like, that's embarrassing. I'm gonna call you out on that. And I do. This is a pair of Marquette basketball shorts. They don't have the little thing right here. Marquette basketball shorts. I didn't find any like these. They might have been player issued. But these are Marquette. How much did these sell for, chat? How much did these sell for? There's a woman out by me that runs her Whatnot shows in the bins, just pulls whatever, doesn't sell, infinite sell-through rate. Oh, yeah, for sure, Nick. Who else does that? Flip the World does that. Flip the World. Whoops, I didn't mean to put that. My bad. Okay. Greedwill, so true. Bro belongs in Cali. I know, right? How much did these sell for? How much did these shorts sell for? Yes, Target. All right, Target Finder's on here. Target Finder, all the credit. Listen, I had a lot of people give me advice about what to do with Mercari. I tried a lot of things. Target Finder took the time, sent me a paragraph on telling me exactly what I need to do step by step. I did it, and in a few hours, my Mercari got released. My money is on its way, hopefully, to my bank account. So, Target Finder, do you sell on Mercari still? That's the question. $78. Gosh, Grammy, you're on it. These sold for $80. $80 for these. $3.99. That's kind of one of those surprises I was talking about earlier. College shorts. If they're Nike, you better Nike or Adidas. Look them up. Even NBA shorts, Nike or Adidas that are like older, thicker, embroidered. Look them up. I've had so much success with that sort of stuff. $80 for those. They cost me $3.99. Nick, you saw it, didn't you? Puma, brother, I have a question about offers. Mine is turned off. I want it on for all listings. Can I do that easily? Okay. I have a question about offers. Mine is turned off. I want it for all my listings. Can I do that easily? Yes. What's Target Finder? Target Finder is who helped me with, it's a username. Like yours is way out and your name's actually Andrew. It's a username. What did I have to do to get them unlocked? I do, but I take my money every week. Okay, that's what I think I'm doing. I talked about that at the beginning of live. I think I'm going to do that every single week. I think I'm going to do that. What I have to do, I had to pretty much say my account has been stolen, that it's fraud. That's the only way I got to speak to somebody, is to say my account was fraud. They try to push me off target. I didn't even tell you. They try to say, you know, well, we see that your ticket says this and it's not fraud. It's because I said, I want to talk to a supervisor. Okay, sure. We'll let you talk to a supervisor. Talk to a supervisor. They're like, okay, we'll go ahead and push this on. You'll have an answer between 24 and 48 hours. I had it in 2. Honor system, I didn't. I sold 2 North Carolina pairs for same price. All right, Nick. Scout's honor. I got you. Like I even look like a scout. Do you do sales on eBay? Yes, Jared. Okay, so let's go over. Ask Target finds if you can make a TikTok video on the process. May help some people. Yeah. Do you want me to do that, Target? Do you want me to make or a post or whatever? I mean, I'll even shout you out or whatever. Okay. The question was, can you do offers? Let's look on here together. I'm pretty sure you can. So can you make it so everything has an offer, right? That's what you wanted to do. Let's go to eBay. We're going to go to eBay. We're going to go to sell. We're going to go to click this button right here, actions. We're going to bulk edit. Edit all 1,124 listings. So we're going to edit all of these listings. Continue. So they're bringing in all my listings. And what you said you wanted to do was allow best offers on all your listings. So what I like to do is click right here, all listings, click on bulk edit, and then we're going to see pricing, buy it now price, charity, durations, offers. Okay, allow offers. Okay, so you can allow offers on all your items. So if you want to do any bulk editing, like if you want to run if you want to do like mark down certain things or whatever, this bulk editing is a huge tool. It's awesome. So you can change your tons of things on this bulk editing. So yeah, you can change offers. You can change the buy it now price. You can change the buy it now price. If you're like, you know what? I don't have a store and I just want to lower all my sales. You can lower all of it by like 10% or whatever. It applies to everything. So that's how you do that. Hopefully that helped you out. All right, back to you guys and you guys. I've been reselling for about 2 months. What I noticed is that some of the Goodwill and thrift stores around my area have been raising the prices and also cutting out the tags. Yeah, it just depends where you are. We've had our Goodwills, I would say a year and a half ago, they hiked all their prices up. They went away from the traditional system, priced them all up. And I think there was a lot of backlash. I think they didn't sell a lot of stuff because a lot of that stuff ended up at the bins. I know that for a fact. Like Nike for $9 and all that sort of stuff. And so they took the prices down. I just think it's an ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. Doxing you, what did you say? Hi, YouTube chat. They said hi, YouTube chat. Okay. Time to get serious. All right, guys. Ooh. Have you guys seen Vince McMahon on Netflix, by the way? I'm watching that right now with the Hulkster. Ugh, man, he was huge. Okay, next brand. This is the brand I think you've never heard of. It's called Grunk Dolfer. Grunk Dolfer. Yeah, I know. Another brand of polo shirts that are golfing shirts. Grunk Golfer. The D instead of the G and the G instead of the D. That's what she said. I know, right? Snappy. Snap, I saw you last night. I watch you and Chad and everyone late at night. Okay, so this is going in just a poly mailer. This didn't sell for a whole lot, so I wouldn't say it's a bolo. It sold for $14.39. That was another Auto Posher sale. Again, Auto Posher. Hello and good morning, Dora. What is up, Dora? Good morning. Thanks for popping in. Gotta run. Cookie, what's up? Stay positive. Everyone smile and give someone a compliment today. I love that. Cookie, great. We always are positive over here. Even with the Mercari thing, not complaining. We're going to get to it. We're going to get down to it. Polo button downs are $9.99 at my Goodwill, so I grabbed my charity store. Got to work around them. Yep, for sure. Audrey said, got to work around them. So the Goodwill's in Chicago, which I'm planning on going on a trip there maybe next week or the week after for 2 days with Bearded. And the polo shirts are $9.99. And every time I go, I find them half off. But some of the stores are $6.99 or $5.99. So yeah, it's weird. But last time I went, I remember I bought like 10 of them at one store half off. Bobby, I'm thinking of cross the listing over to Depop. Do you think it's worth it, or do you need more targeted items over there? Good question, Bobby. And I actually had that question recently. Someone sent me a message. Yes, I answer messages. People are like, I'm so sorry to bother you. It's okay. If it's too much, I won't respond right away, but I will respond. So yes, if you already have a cross-lister, cross-list to Depop. Especially, all I know is, how easy it is with auto posture. You literally click a button, do it. I thought Depop was going to be all vintage items. Totally not the case. You're going to see here what I sold today, and none of them are vintage. So for sure, sell on Depop. I sold 3 items today, or for 23, 22, and 16. So over $50 in sales on Depop. I think you should. Even if you sell 2 or 3 a week, you should. Late to the party, but I'm here. Tiger Express. You got here quick express. Are you still selling on Whatnot? I'm not, but I'm never not. You know what I mean? Like, if I have stuff to sell on Whatnot, I'll do a show, but I'm not like a Whatnot seller. I used to do like fun shows and all that sort of stuff, but I'll show you here in a minute. I've been listing a lot of my women's stuff and doing well with it. So, sir, second, Arkansas for football jersey. Traylon Burks, the guy who's playing wide receiver for Tennessee Titans, got it for $15. Let's go. That's going to do well. Arkansas player issue jersey will do well. Anything college player issued will do well, because there always be people going to that college and they want that player issue stuff to wear on like tailgates and stuff. The suburban Illinois Goodwill stores are very fair overall. It's where I get a 99% of my items. So, Nick, what we do when we go, we hit up like whatever south. So if this is Chicago, we just go around Chicago, all the way around, ping-ponging, all the way up to Elgin usually, and then back down through Chicago next day. Have you heard of Jack Archer brand? I don't think so. My Goodwill relist prices, I just explained my shopping radius. Sometimes I travel 45 minutes for deals. Yep, Steven, talked about that yesterday. 100% agree. If you're Goodwill, if you can't find stuff, getting too much, you're going to have to travel. If it's your side hustle and you like thrifting, take a Sunday or Saturday and go travel. For me, it'd be an hour and a half to Cincinnati, hour and a half to Dayton. Those are doable day trips. Go thrifting in a new city. That's just something you could do. What about sorority shirts? I saw like 5 of them in my local thrift store. They might have a sale or I never pick up sorority shirts. I never pick those up. There could be some like vintage ones maybe, but I don't pick those up. Are we keeping photos on our phone still till it sells? My phone is a mess of pics. What do you suggest? So Kristen, I've never kept photos. I know K-Way does. I'm like 99.9% sure K-Way does. I do not. When I list an item, I delete it. Have done that for 8 years. I've never had a reason to keep that photo. There might be like, if there's something really unique and rare, I might keep it just so I can have it like, and I can look back and be like, oh yeah, I remember that item. But I don't keep any of my photos. I delete them as soon as I list it. I never had any issues where I need them again. So that's the case. This is a USA center swoosh. Really important to put center swoosh Olympic crew neck, track and field like Olympic crew neck. I don't know if this has ever been worn. This sold super quick for full asking price, $69.99. Texas has the best thrifting. I said what I said. Reisner, I'm not going to disagree with you. I think K-Way would because he thinks he's got the best thrifting. But it's interesting. The other day, someone came in and said, Texas thrift stores are so expensive. I'm like, I know a lot of people that live in Texas that do really well. Spencer out west in Houston, you. Yeah, awesome question about saving picks. So that's up to you. For me, reselling clothing for 8 years, I've never needed to keep a picture. There's never been a time where I'm like, oh, I wish I had a picture of that. Because eBay saves the listing for like 90 days after it sells too. So someone's like, it had a flaw. You can look back at the pictures on eBay. Those are our sales. Those are our sales on eBay. Now, I want to tell you guys, right now, Apple, the NASDAQ, and the S&P 500 are opening at record highs. Record highs. They complain in Texas, come and shop in Canada. Oh, yeah, I bet. Canada with the post office too. Sorry about that. Just picked up Jack Anchor pants at the bins yesterday. Good comps. All right. There you go. Jack Anchor. That's why we're in here. Everyone's talking. Thrifty Hustle said, picked them at the bins, and they have good comps. So pick it up. Valparaiso, Indiana Goodwill has 50% off everything Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Ooh. You better contact Bearded on that, Debbie. He'll go over there. I still new with tags Lacoste Polo in less than 24 hours. That brand might be making a comeback. Dora, I bought 3 Lacoste items yesterday. Dora, 3 Lacoste. And I always talk about how I don't normally buy Lacoste. I don't buy Lacoste polo shirts, but these were quarter zips that like have never been worn, size 7, big ones. And one was a full zip jacket. And I also buy the polyester polo shirts. Yeah, go clean out your phone. If it sells, also be your sold on Autoposture if you need to reference it. Yeah, so if you sold it and you need to reference it, you can always go back on Autoposture and reference it. Good point, Audra. $5 shirts, not a chance. Y'all, my Posh is stuck because of Canada Post. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Canada Post. It's devastating for you guys. Tina, I saw your post about you having to shut down two of your small business stores because of the post. It's devastating. It is. I mean, postal. Everyone deserves to get paid more. To be honest, I mean, I know that's inflationary to say, but it's the truth. Letty, do you delete your items? Items sold doesn't matter on the platform. So Letty, I use Autoposture, my cross lister. It deletes it. So, or is that what you're talking about? So if like an item sells, it deletes it across the other platforms. But I don't delete it. Once it sells, I just leave it in the sold section. Red Point just sent me an email address saying if I need to appeal. Oh, about the Puma stuff. It's not that deep for me, Andrew. What is your average discount? I feel like I'm discounting many items. I do 5% promotion on almost everything in my store, and then I rely on Autoposture to send out offers. I do 10% on eBay, and Poshmark, I think I do 10, and then Mercari, which I'm going to probably get back, I do like 15 and Depop 15 because they don't have seller fees. Oh my gosh, now USPS isn't sending mail to you. I mean, it makes sense. It would just sit over there in customs or something. Got the wood board to make taking pictures easier. Can't wait to set it up. Thank you for the idea. You're welcome, Renee. I love that photo. I actually look forward to like, all right, I'm going to get down and start taking pictures with that new photo setup. I know that sounds really stupid to say, but I do. I look forward to it. Hold on one second. Okay. Let's do Depop. So you asked, should I sell on Depop? I thought it was only for vintage items. I sold 3 items. None of them were vintage. One of them was golf pants by Nike. Golf pants by Nike. I took a best offer of $16, which I wouldn't have on eBay or Poshmark, but they don't take seller fees. So I sold these for $16. And these are on Depop, so they're going to go out on this. Not stupid to say, I get it. My eBay listing was removed too from the Puma. Guys, just delist it. You don't want Vero'd. Delist your Puma now. What's happening, Kenner? Literally just shipped to an eBay hub last week. Their postal servers, their postal, it's called Canadian Post, right? They're on strike. The workers are all on strike. Last I heard, there's nothing like there's nothing, unfortunately, in the lineup to make it so the strike's going to be over. Last I heard, like they're keeping their heels dug in and they're not giving. So unfortunately for Tina, I can't figure out how to get Depop to email me. If I get an offer, I get emails. If I don't know. I get messages. I get messages on my couple different places. If I get an offer on Depop. Day 20. Oh my gosh. Of the postal strike up there. It's crazy. This is a Lululemon shirt, long sleeve. This is what Lululemon's selling for. 23 bucks. 23 for this Lululemon. 23. It's just a long sleeve Lululemon metal tech shirt like this. And you're just not getting what you used to. People I think are finally getting like, all right, Lululemon is not what it was. Because you'd find Lululemon and it's like, oh, it's the best, or oh, I never find Lululemon, all that sort of stuff. Just not bringing what it used to. And as I say that, it's another Lululemon. This one's a short sleeve shirt, sold for $22.50. So 23, $22.50. FedEx UPS still delivering in Canada. Yeah, so that's what she was saying. That like FedEx and UPS are still delivering in Canada, but it just costs a lot more to ship with them. So it kind of sucks for that. eBay International shipping to Canada is not affected. The eBay International shipping program, I mean. Okay, so eBay International shipping is not affected. So it might not affect us here in the U.S., but it might affect the Canadian Post, like people up there working, delivering and stuff like that. All right, Poshmark. Let's do it. Let's get over on Poshmark. First thing is a Polo Ralph Lauren color block striped shirt. This one obviously is more unique than others. This sold for $22 on Poshmark. $20 on Poshmark. No deliveries at all. So there you go, guys. Sorry, Tina, but be happy you don't live there right now. Especially during Q4. Like, this is a double whammy for them. It's Q4. The best time of the year. And I know you don't want to hear that, but I got to say that. It's the best time of the year. Shoot. That's priority. Oh, well. And it's hurt. That hurts. This is a pair of men's North Face Supreme pants with Gore-Tex. So it says Supreme on there. It's got Gore-Tex, North Face. Stole these from a local thrift store that's not Goodwill. And yeah, sold them for $160. Happy about that sale. $160. Obviously happy about it. Over on Posh, that's going to go out in one of these priority boxes. No hate. I know you say you do everything as lazy as possible, but not folding the shirts. Yeah. No hate. Hey, you can come in here and say whatever you want. I don't get offended. If you're new in here, you guys say whatever. I never get offended. I don't care, man. It's all positive. Yeah, so this is how I fold my stuff, right? Just roll these up like this. People are always like, oh my gosh, how do you do that? I totally get it if like that's not how you want to represent your business or whatever. But I've never had anybody return, say a negative review, nothing about receiving their items folded in a certain way. And I've sold 34,000 items. So roll less creases. Yeah, for sure. If you roll it, it's less creases. Definitely in blazers and stuff. Hold on. All right. Doing other side hustles. Y'all know. All right, so that's going to go on here. 160. I think I bought those for 20. I had a video on it. I think I bought them for 20. Thanks for all your encouragement. I was a teacher. I was a teacher before kids. 30 when I quit. I do not want to go back. I'm 49 now, and I'm learning so much to see it being full-time gig for a while. Yeah. So again, reselling it doesn't have to be a full-time for everybody. It is what you make it. If you give it a full-time effort, it's going to pay you full-time money. If you give it a part-time effort, it's going to pay you part-time money. So it's what you make it. I really do believe that. If you really do enjoy, these are the things that make a good reseller. If you enjoy thrifting, treasure hunting, and you pick up on things quickly like brands and styles and materials, if you pick up all that stuff pretty quickly, and you're not afraid to try new platforms or try new stores or try something new, I think you'll be super successful at this. I wish Depop would have a rule when people would make an offer, payments goes through immediately. It drives me nuts. Yeah, Robin, that's like the biggest thing. They need to do it. eBay is now doing that for most of their items. Poshmark always does it. That's what I love about Poshmark. These sales yesterday, it's like I'm like, all right, I can either send an offer back or accept it and get an immediate payment. And that's what I did. Here's 2 brand new with tags, cashmere J. Crew sweaters. They're extra small. These are something I would have run in my Whatnot shows. Probably would have gotten like $20 a piece from them. I listed them. Oh my gosh, I just sold 4 pairs of 511 pants for $143. Okay. Sold these for $90 for the 2 of them. $90 for the 2 of them. Brad, do you know what the eBay hub uses for shipping to Canada? So Tina, so here we ship UPS, so the postal service, to the hub. From the hub, I don't know what service eBay uses, but I'm guessing it's not the U.S. Postal Service, right? Because it's going overseas or going over borders. So from here, we do USPS to the hub. My guess is they don't. They probably use like a DHL or something. I don't know if you've ordered anything. You should see. Crazy, what's up? Welcome in. Now that you mentioned not offended, I'll start creating a list of insults and slurs. Nick, bring them. Bring them. Trust me, I don't get offended. If you got, oh my gosh, if you guys heard K-Way and Bearded and I on Call of Duty, whew, you have to have thick skin. Basically, if you want to do social media, and also some people were asking me yesterday about social media. You have to have thick skin if you want to do social media, because there are always haters out there. I've never cared what people said. You have to have thick skin, or just don't look at a lot of comments. But yeah. Affliction pair of jeans. Sold these on Poshmark for $50. Best offer. It's funny because it's one of those things where people are going back and forth, and then someone else bought them. I'm sure I'll get a message like, what happened to those pants that we were going back and forth? Someone bought them. Another teacher here. I retire next year. Going to go full-time reselling as my side hustle. Thanks for your advice. Rachel, retiring. Let's go. Get that pension and make that money as a reseller. That's good. That is good. These sold for $50, like I said. Yep. Listen, I consider myself a retired teacher too. I'm a retired teacher. I have a pension coming my way at a certain age. And yeah, retired teacher too. This is going out. So Poshmark's actually been really good for me lately. Poshmark's been really, really good for me lately. And I'm not running any sales. I don't know if it's auto posher or what. I would like my commission for telling you to sell on Poshmark. As I just say that, Audra, I know. Listen, you, Ethan, and Wayne, and there's other people out there too, like all pushing. It was good. The best thing I did in 2024 was cross list. Depop is good for me to get rid of items that I can't sell on any other platforms. Yeah, Depop, you got to cross list to Depop. You just have to do it, even if it's a few sales a month. If you're regularly cross listing, like 10 items, 15 items a day, it takes 2 seconds on auto posture. Just hit that button and cross list it. Send mine to the hub. Paid already. Guess eBay handles it from here. Yeah, you send it to the hub. eBay handles it. eBay international shipping is the best. You never see the item again or hear bad things about it or whatever. So here's a pair of cool pants. Again, yesterday I sold a cool shirt, right? Pair of cool pants. Again, always new people in here, so I'm going to show you the label. Since I don't pre-bag my stuff and I have my nice folding style, you know, do a little this, little that, and look how nice that looks. Oh, it's beautiful. It's just so beautiful. Target. Oh, Target. I got to listen to everything you have to say. I had a problem when I put my Mercari back store on Autoposher. I recommend you delete the sold items on Mercari before your account is back again. I'm wondering if I do a full sync. Yeah, that's a good point. So what I'll probably do, Target. So what happened yesterday, the reason I knew my Mercari was back is I got a message, an update that a Taylor Swift sweater sold of mine. I'm like, whoa. I don't have any of those left. I took those all out. Like, my Mercari must be back. So there are things on my Mercari that are definitely sold on all other platforms. The good thing about Mercari is you can just cancel a sale and refund the buyer. Cool pants are so good. They always sell for me in 2 weeks or less. For sure, Nick, because you price them right. These sold at $30. Cool pants are great. Cool always sells for me really quickly. It's like you guys are just like feeding off each other. Nick, and that wasn't a diss. Like I thought you were going to come with me with some diss, something bad about me. All right. Cool pants. Next thing. Okay, so we're going from spring to fall to Christmas. So we have a William Murray New Tag shirt. This could be a Christmas present, or it just could be someone who is snowbirding it in Florida. It's sold for William Murray $38. I paid $20 for these. Retail arbitrage. Does AP have a vacation mode or need to do it on each platform? Autoposher I did it on each platform, but Autoposher does have a vacation mode. I have good brands. I have good brands and sell on Mercari, but how do I sell faster? Trisha, are you still here? I hope you're not. You know what I'm going to say. You have good brands and sell on Mercari, but how do I sell faster? Do you have an automation tool? That is going to be my question to you. Do you have an automation tool? You are dressed like a Polish tourist. I'll go easy. You just need knee-high white socks. I'm going ankle socks. I'm not doing what all these young kids are doing. I can't go. I know you're talking about like compression socks, like the tour. I'm not like Tommy John socks. I know where you're going with that, but I'm also not doing the tube sock stuff people doing. Here's a Woolrich newer tag, but this is wool, 100% wool. You'll see these and they're like a polyester out there. This is wool. It might not be 100%, but it's wool. And this is that gingham, or this is that buffalo plaid-ish, Reisner. Buffalo plaid, the red and black. And this sold for $35. $35 on Poshmark. Okay, so you sell on Depop. All right, this is what you're going to do. You need to get a automation tool. So I recommend going and getting Autoposher. So what it's going to do on Mercari, it's going to send out offers for you all the time. And it's going to, on Mercari, Depop, Poshmark, and eBay, send out offers, delist, relist your items. And on Poshmark, it's going to share all your items. Autoposher can do all those things. And if you cross-list, it has that too. It's all in one place. And if you, I have a code on surfsetfinds.com to get 7 days free trial or 15% and 15% off your first month. So go do that. It is not free. It is not free, but it kind of is free. So remember, when you are reselling, it's a business. If you have an eBay store, you write that off against your profits at the end of the year. Autoposher, you write that off against your profits at the end of the year. It's a write-off. So it really is free. Those are free. You just have to pay up front. Do I have an LLC? I don't. Reisner, by the way, I reposted your video. I'm gonna start doing that. When you put those videos out, like if you go to my TikTok, guys, and you see my reposts, there's one that I just reposted yesterday of Reisner. She's amazing. She knows, like, she's a master seamstress, so she knows all that sort of stuff. So I'm just gonna repost her stuff, so I don't have to make those videos. That tells you that I don't care about like making money off social media like videos. South Elgin is a really good one. Nick, that might be where we go. I always know because the prices change. South Elgin Goodwill is the best. Let me know if you want a link up. I get my best stuff for the best price there, although it seems to be good up and closest to me. Yeah, I think South is where we go. If you have Auto Posture, you really don't need to pick between platforms for sure. Auto Posture, yeah. 100% you need Auto Posture. I'm telling you right now. You'll come back to me later on. Message me later on and say you were completely wrong, or like this is like done so much for me. What's up, John Mazda? Seriously putting Mercari to bed on my end, focusing on Depop more. See, I'm thinking I might keep Mercari. All right. That's it, everybody. Love the hat. Got it from K-Way Shop. If you want Colt stuff, make sure you follow K-Way Shop and go to his Whatnot shop. Ask for Colt stuff, and that's about it. Brad has zero care about making money on social media. So generous with his time. I do care about making money, Felix. Just you don't make money off of those TikTok videos, really, or really YouTube videos. Amy D, what's up, Amy D? See ya. Bye, girl. Thanks for coming in. As always, you're always here. Meg, I'm just now leaving. Glad you're here. Mercari update. Mercari update. Making you do a 20% cut when you promote. Reduce. To all viewers, but if you promote to a liker, you can control the amount. Edit it because lower amount pops up. That's only for the newer items that Auto Posture doesn't catch. Like I wait 7 days before discounts. Yes, I got you, Audra. I do the same. Thanks for the heart too. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate all you guys. If you have good items, Auto Posture will work for you without question. Good brands doesn't equal good resale value. Yeah, for sure. All right, everybody. Peace. Appreciate you guys coming in. As always, get some good sales. Somebody go live so I can watch you while I take photographs. Have a good day, everybody. Bye. And be positive. Give someone a compliment.